where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Let me get in where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I feel shine. You can dig me cause my boy's mine. My tracks flame like a Gamu. The hardest part on my tongue, thinking it's a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. My verse is sitting in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink, they gon' pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come be brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you Decepticons. Straight rappers to retreat like Cobra. 80s they can throw they like. Up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, then I'm cheeky. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, turtle glands get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can't stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. You're on the West Coast. Get up! You already know that the early bird gets the worm. And today we're going to discuss Nate Moore. We all know who Nate Moore is. You know, the executive producer of Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and now Black Panther Brave New World is on the outs. He's out of here, son. Even though he said he still has involvement in Black Panther 3. We're going to talk about that today. Of course, we are part of the Recast T'Challa. Well, I am. I'm saying we like we're multiple people, but I'm a part of the Recast T'Challa movement. And we are going to talk seriously about Nate Moore. And again, I want to just preface this before I go any further and get the show started. This is not to bash the man of Nate Moore. We're only discussing his performance. That's the only thing we're talking about. So hope you guys are happy. Hope you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel. That's my guy right there. But you already know how I do it. The real question is... All right. And of course, the article is coming from Deadline. So we're going to discuss it in everything. But again, I'm going to preface this by saying that I'm not knocking Nate Moore, the man. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking him as a man himself. I don't know that man from a bag of grapes. Don't know him. Would never know him at all. I don't think we will ever be friends in this lifetime. But I do have to talk about, from the outside looking in, as a consumer of the product. As a consumer of the product, and exactly what he did to knock the franchise of not only a Black Panther, but a lot of other things backwards. So that is what I'm going to talk about. I'm only going to discuss the thing that he's Done. We're going to look at the good and we're going to look at the bad. And why that instead of having someone now, I'm going to be in this is going to be controversial, that I just need somebody who loves Black Panther. If you're going to be an executive producer of Black Panther, you're going to be a director of Black Panther, you need to love the character of T'Challa, son of T'Chaka, the Black Panther. I don't care what race you are. I honestly don't. Because you could be black and still be against the overall movement and not see the significance of a T'Challa. So I personally do not care about what race you are. Do you love the character? Is the character very important to you? Yes, no, or yes or no? Not even maybe. You know what I mean? Yes or no. So that is what I'm going to talk about here. So give me just a second here. I'm not about to discuss this with you guys. But let me shout out who's all in the hizzy for shizzy. Toria Rainbow Loaded, what's good? What's up with it, big homie? He said I beat Roberta this morning. That's what's up. What's going on? Robert D is in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Don't forget to get the likes up. Don't forget to get the likes up. Make sure you just do that. And especially if you like this content, just make sure that you know, liking and subscribing to the channel. Especially if you're watching this on the replay. Brother Juma, what's going on? What's good? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Xavier Phoenix, good morning, good morning. Jigga Network, good morning. My brother, good morning. Marley Moore, good morning. Let's hope this is true. Oh, it's deadline. It's true. it's very true. No Kurt Angle. Tracy Woods, good morning, good morning. It's she, my man Sheed up in the house. Good morning. Chillmonger is in here. The Nate Moore fan club is not going to like this stream. It's not. Like I said, we got to look at the good and we got to look at the bad because, again, when I critique stuff, I critique on the performance, not the person, because I don't know that person. But the things that you say also I have to bring up. It's going to give me pause. It's going to make me look at you sideways. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Moses Blackthorn, good morning, good morning, good morning. I think I got everybody in here. Mr. YouTube, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, thank you for coming in here. Alvis Barber, good morning, good morning, good morning. John Dominguez is Kane. Tisa Tell would have Googled his spouse already. Yeah. I'll skip Tisa. Now, I don't mind saying what I got to say against her. I don't mind. She's a Cheyenne White Tree to me. But, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But let's get into the story. And the reason why this is significant. I will say, Chillmonger, if you do, because I don't know if I still have it on X or not. But if you still have Nate Moore's video of him disrespecting the legacy of T'Challa by getting so giddy about the casting of Harrison Ford, but also in the same breath saying, "No, we ain't gonna recast T'Challa." If you do have that, can you send it to the inbox of X? Because I just want to use it as reference before I get started. So so people will understand exactly where I'm coming from when it comes to the way that I feel. This is feeling over logic right now, because this is the way I feel, because I have to put my feelings into it. The reason why that I feel this, I don't know if I have that video anywhere. Actually, let me check my profile. Let me check and see if I have it in my media somewhere. And again, like I said, I'm using feeling first. And the only reason why I say I'm using feeling, because you have to understand how I felt when he announced that, no, we're not getting T'Challa, but we are getting Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, as Thunderbolt Ross, and how excited he was for that, but how dismissive he was towards, T'Challa. And we made this in mere seconds. And just so for the folks who haven't seen it, for the folks that haven't seen it, and I'm doing that because people, will come in, they'll watch this video. I'm tripping. I'm this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. And what they don't understand is if you were going to make Black Panther from all understanding, they were going to make Black Panther the linchpin. He was going to be the new leader of the Avengers. For you not recasting the character, you gave us you made us pay for a funeral, all of that. And then you wonder why that you've been having turmoil when it comes to all of these films that have came out. If you really think about it, Marvel hasn't been right since they decided not to recast T'Challa. It really hasn't been right. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but I have. And I've noticed how when you look at, the whole Black Panther franchise, you look what they've done. Has they been right? Let's be realistic. Has it been right? No, it hasn't. It hasn't been right. I don't know. I might have this. You know what? I might have this under. I played this under my own content. No, that's not what I want to do. Yes, I did. I want to go into my own channel. Never mind. Never mind. Chill got me. Chill got me. Yep. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, again, I'm only using this as context because I want you to remember that this person, thank you, Chill. Remember, this is the same person that they said Chadwick meant so much to us. He was on set. He was our friend. In mere moments, we made the decision to not recast T'Challa in the 616. In mere moments. But when it came to Thunderbolt Ross, who's been in the MCU since the Incredible Hulk, William Hurt has been in the MCU since the Incredible Hulk. Remember, people, he was the main antagonist in the Incredible Hulk film. Stop reducing him to a sideline cameo, secondary character. He's not Maria Hill. Right? She's just there with Nick Fury. No, main antagonist. The reason why we have the Sokovia Accords in the MCU, all of these things were because of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. The Thunderbolts is because of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. They decided to make a whole movie based on his name. So I want you guys to stop coming into the comment section and be like, "It's Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross wasn't there but a secondary character." You are not an MCU fan. You're not even a Marvel comic fan if you don't know that Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is the main antagonist to the Incredible Hulk. If you don't know that, you don't need to watch this stuff at all. You don't. You need to be done with this stuff. You need to be done. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You're just here yapping, just causing confusion. And then I always ask, well, if Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who was played by William Hurt, who has been in the MCU since 2008, why didn't he get the same love and appreciation as Chadwick Boseman? I'm just talking about the actor. They both died of cancer. Where's the tribute to William Hurt? Why didn't they give the same? Was he an asshole on set? Because I heard that you fired people like Jonathan Majors for being mean on set because he wouldn't let you get the last donut. That's what I heard. I heard that people, people like Jonathan Majors was just so mean on set because he wanted to, have this character. But William Hurt has been in the Hollywood for decades. How was he on set? Was he the same as what they said about Jonathan Majors and they didn't give him a tribute? Then why go on with the character? Why they just don't get rid of the character like they did with Kane? Because he was so much of a problem on set. Are you seeing the double standards that I'm talking about? And then when Namor knew that they could get Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, listen to the glee in his voice when I play this video. That's all I want you to do. Just listen to the glee. Listen to how excited he is to be able to have Harrison Ford in the MCU.
And Harrison Ford is taking on the role of General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. And to see Sam Wilson and Thunderbolt Ross, which, if you remember, actually threw him in prison at the end of Civil War because he violated the Sokovia Accords. There's going to be some natural sparks there, which I think are going to be really fun.
So those things are going to be naturally fun because now you get to have Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, the leader of the Thunderbolts, on screen, and we get to have a display by Harrison Ford. So are you telling me? And I gotta find the actual video from I think I made a video about this. So you're telling me that Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is more important. Let me say it again. It's more important than the King of Wakanda, who is not only is he a huge character, he's a main focal point in Infinity War. Main focal point. Right? We're not talking about somebody who, who is just making a cameo or anything like that. We're talking about a main focal point. So, what is the difference, people, ladies and gentlemen, of Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, right, who is continuing his character, and the King of Wakanda, Black Panther? What is the difference? Because there's one glaring evidence that I see, but let's not what they say, pull the race card. Let's just look at the character and the impact. Look at the character and the impact. Do you guys think that the Thunderbolts is going to hit $1.3 billion? And if you say yes, you're fooling yourself. Do you think I want to say it like Blue says Black America, but Captain America, Brave New World, do you think that movie is going to make $1.3 billion or more than the Black Panther movie? Because he's so important, right? Y'all just heard what he said. He's so vital. He's so important that you have to have him. There's no other way, if, ands, or buts. You gotta have them. I don't know where I did with this video. I honestly do not know where I did with the other video. But if you understand what I'm saying, you understand why I have feelings for Nate Moore the way that I do. I have feelings for Nate Moore the way that I do is because Nate Moore knew good and well what he was doing when they decided out of the blue that they didn't want to recast T'Challa as Black Panther. I felt like when you make a rash decision like that, there had to be something more hitting in the decision than just he was so much of a great person and all the baloney that that they shelve out to you. All of the stuff that they try to tell you about Black Panther, to me, is a bunch of bullcrap. Right? To me. For the simple fact is that, again, I brought up the fact that in 2018, he decided after making so much, after that movie made so much money. And let's not get it twisted. $1.3 billion on a movie that at the time they were afraid to make. Remember, I made a video, where Lupita Nyong'o was saying that they did not want to bank on that movie. And I'm trying to see if I still have the actual video somewhere. I do have the actual video, and I'm about to send this. Where's X at? Let me see if I can send it. Yup. Just want to repost. I'm reposting this on purpose without no context, no nothing. Want to repost this because I'm doing this and I'm probably going to delete it. And no, I'm not. I'm not going to delete it. Well, like I said, when a man comes up and says, "I want more money because I know what I'm worth," right? I know what I'm worth. Let me say this again. I know what I'm worth. And if you know anything about Chadwick Boseman has taken pay cuts to pay other actors in movies. So when he's talking about renegotiating the contract, he wants to get paid more than what he wants to do because he has now proven that I, as a leading man, and Chadwick Boseman had leading man all over him. That's the way Jackie Robinson, Get On Up as James Brown, Black Panther, leading man immediately. When you look at that brother, you can say, that's the leading man. Eldridge Hodge, leading man. There's certain people that you can look at. I say Aaron Pierre right now. He has leading man all over him. So now we got to go back to the table because I have surpassed what you thought that I could be able to make. So now we got to renegotiate the contract. So when he didn't, and now you have an excuse now because they was going to recast. Don't you dare. I told y'all before. Don't you dare come up and ask for more money. I told y'all that before. He had the nerves to come up there and say, I want more money. No different than Robert Downey Jr., no different than Chris Hemsworth, no different than Chris Evans. He is in that upper echelons of those particular people because he has proven that his solo movie was better than everybody else's solo movie without no cameos. It wasn't no cameos from no Avengers. It wasn't no nostalgia cameos. It was none of that. So I can prove that I can not only make money, I can surpass what you thought that I can make. Me and this group of people, and I want everybody to eat, but I want to eat too. Everybody gonna eat. I want to eat. So when they're making up a mere decision, don't think that Nate Moore doesn't know that in the back of his mind that, yeah, you can say all of this about Chadwick, but we know that Bob Chapek was like, I'm trying to push content like, wait, you're not about to get nothing extra. As a matter of fact, I'll replace you with your sister. They did it in the comics, quote unquote. That's what happened. I've did that article multiple times here on this channel. But again, let's hear from Nate Moore because I've only critiqued what he's done. Not the man, but what you've done. Let me share my screen. Sorry, let me share this again.
He is going to bring his own team to play, and it's no secret that Samuel Stearns is making his return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is fantastic because and to see, if you remember, actually threw him in prison. This is because he violated the.
Hold on, I thought that was the one, but maybe it. Yeah, that's the one with the Samuel Stern, the same one that. I might have to just pull up that Collider interview with Nate Moore on YouTube because I might have deleted it. Yeah, I think I deleted it. But give me a chance. Give me a second here, and This is from 2 years ago too. Nope, that's not. Yep, this is because he discussed recast T'Challa in here. Here we go. Give me. All right. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's get to this and let's go.
Realize the level of difficulty in making this film.
Right. Yeah, I agree. No, it was tough. I mean, it's it was already going to be tough just trying to make a sequel to the first film because of how it was received and how it sort of hit people, and then obviously got complicated by Chad's passing. And
So the one thing that I would if I could be named more, I would ask, why was it complicated? Number one, for Chadwick, and I can understand. Why was it complicated to make, Captain America Brave New World without William Hurt? Wasn't it, was it just as complicated to make Brave New World without William Hurt as it was to make Black Panther Wakanda Forever without Chadwick? Fair question, right? Is that a fair question? Yes or no? Because I feel like, and again, this is feeling over logic. So again, this is my feelings, right? And then I'm gonna give you my logical explanation for this. My feelings is this is just my opinion. That's why I said it's feelings. My feeling was that you made a rash decision on Chadwick based on the simple fact is that you didn't have to make the movie. It wasn't something that was pushed in your face, so you didn't have to. The studio, remind you, Marvel did not tell him that he had to make a Black Panther sequel. So for it being difficult, you could have took time off. You could have did everything you need to do so you could have clarity. I believe they wanted to go forward with Shuri being a Black Panther. For the simple fact is that Chadwick asked for more money. And this was a great way to introduce it without bashing Chadwick for asking for more money. That's not a fact. That's not something that is I can prove. My own opinion. It could be a dumbass opinion. It could be wrong as hell. My opinion. Now, logically, this is just me thinking. And logically putting this together, yes, it could have been very difficult to make a film without your lead star. I also believe it could be just as, hard to make a movie without your lead antagonist. This is just like, when Heath Ledger died. Say, for instance, Heath Ledger died in the middle of that performance as the Joker. Do you think it wouldn't have been hard to finish that movie? Yes. Do you think they would have finished it? Yes. Do you think that they wouldn't recast, which they went with Jared Leto Joker? Yeah, you can say different universe. Doesn't matter. They kept Joker going. No matter what universe it was in, no matter who wrote it, they did. Chill, you talked about Paul Walker. Same thing. They even had his brother come in as a stunt double because his brother creepily looks like Paul Walker. And if they did want to do, I think it's Cody Walker. I think that's his name. They can still use Cody. You know what I mean? And have him as Brian O'Connor, and you don't have to explain why he looks slightly different. Now he's older. You can still use his brother who looks just like him. But if I'm not mistaken, Chadwick Boseman's own brother came out and said, you know what? Chad would have wanted the role to be recast. He would have wanted that. because how many times you get to see a strong black lead on film? Now, my words, I mean, not my words, Desmond Boseman's words, but this is Nate Moore. Now, listen to the way Nate Moore talked about this, but then you seen what he talked about Brave New World and having Harrison Ford and how giddy he was and how excited. Just listen. I'll always listen, because it's not what you say, it's how you frame it. It's what you say, the tone, all of that, and how you try to sell it. I was in sales, baby. I was a psych major. Sales was easy to me because it's the way that you could be able to influx to be able to sell what you want to sell. All you got to do is say it in the right way, and you could be able to sell that product. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, baby. Check this out. Just listen. Listen to the sympathy and the sympathy train he tries to put you on. And to make it seem like Chadwick Boseman was the greatest thing that ever happened, but William Hurt was expendable. Listen.
And sort of our kind of human reactions to that event. And, I think Ryan figured out a way to sort of maybe do the impossible, which is to marry the emotion of what was happening and art entertainment imitating life to a degree, but also delivering on the promise of characters like Namor and Natalo Khan and Riri Williams.
But I think you guys missed something. Listen to what he said, art imitating life.
The emotion of what was happening and art entertainment imitating life to a degree.
He couldn't even say it. You know why? Because he knew that he was selling everybody with Black Panther Wakanda Forever a funeral. He knew what he was doing was wrong. Right? He knew that. So he knew, Ryan Coogler knew, because to me, this is just my opinion, Ryan Coogler is not a fan of Black Panther. He's not. Or we wouldn't have got the scenes that we got at Black Panther, the first Black Panther movie. You might have took some inspiration, but you're not a real Black Panther fan. You know who was a Black Panther fan? The Russo brothers. Because you can see in the performance. The performance or how Chadwick was performed in Captain America Civil War compared to Black Panther. You seen it. This T'Challa ain't taking no shit. Sorry, Roberta, if you in here. I haven't seen you in a minute. I hope she ain't mad at us for that Creature Commando video. But you seen how it was done, right? You see how it got portrayed. And then you got to see Ryan's vision in Black Panther Wakanda, in Black Panther. And in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Giving him making him a baby daddy, right? Making him fall after one of his mortal enemies in the comics. He ain't worried about no woman if for real in the original comics until they put him with Storm. So Hunlin put him with Storm. He wasn't really tripping like that because he has a nation to run. He has the world's most precious metal. You know what I mean? The world's most precious metal in Wakanda. The last thing on his mind at that point in time is chasing after a woman. And you got him all in his movie. You know what I mean? So, if you think about it, more Ryan Coogler and Kevin Feige was like, well, we gave it to the brothers. They black, they know what black people want. That's what we gave them. Because Kevin Feige was like, well, he's my executive. He's under me. And Nate's a producer. He already made $1.3 billion. Black people showed up and showed out, which we did. And I'm not saying Black Panther is a bad movie, but if you know anything, we know good and well Killmonger is not kin to T'Challa. You know what I mean? He's another Wakandan. We know that Malice would never date T'Challa. I mean, let's take that back. She was a stalker. You know what I mean? These are all the things that we seen in that movie. That is, if you read Black Panther comics, you'd be like, that's not wrong, but you know what? Because because everybody else is enjoying this, I'm gonna let it ride. And a lot of Black Panther fans let a lot of stuff ride in that movie that they would have deemed something that they wouldn't have never let ride if they were really being like Snyder fans or Star Wars fans or anything, because it's not a part of the lore. Let's put it like that. So everybody loved it. Everybody, hooray! And then y'all was sold on T'Challa being a baby daddy. This is Nate Moore. This is Ryan Coogler. I'm just saying, not being married when he's the king of Wakanda and he know good and well that he has to have a queen. What about black love and showing black love and all of this stuff? No, we're going to show you what you Negroes, we think you Negroes love. Baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? Single father, just like he was, like he grew up without his daddy. Now there's going to make another movie where he grow up without his daddy, without the next generation growing up without his daddy. You Negroes love that. Y'all watch Power. Most Negroes love Tyler Perry movies. Not knowing we're more sophisticated than that. Way more sophisticated than that. You see what I mean? So instead of making a game, not saying Game of Thrones, but making this character prestigious. Prestigious. He is the king of. You can say whatever you want about the DCEU, but when they made Hawkman, at least they made him prestigious. That's why everybody can look at Eldridge Hodge and be like, he'll be a perfect T'Challa. Because at least they made it prestigious. It's the small amount he was in that Black Adam movie, he was still prestigious. But let's finish what Nate Moore had to say.
But also delivering on the promise of characters like Namor and Natalo Khan and Riri Williams. I mean, there's a lot of ideas in the movie that don't feel like they're in conflict with each other, and it hopefully makes for an epic experience for people.
100%. So I have some speed round questions, if you will. What is the status of this untitled Wakanda series?
Yeah, so look.
Hold on. I'm trying to see.
That is probably not as far along as people want it to be, but
okay. I'm done with this interview. Just so I'm not getting hit by Collider. But you heard from Nate Moore's mouth himself, that it was just so hard to make this movie. It's just so hard to think about Chadwick, who died of cancer. It was just so hard when the studio's not pushing for a sequel, but black people are gullible. They'll come see it. As long as we put somebody in the suit, they'll come see it. We're going to kill off the character. That wasn't hard. We're going to make a funeral for you in the first 30 minutes of the movie. You're not even going to be able to focus because you're going to see this man die on screen again. Y'all used to black men dying on screen. Y'all like Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, all of that. Y'all like these shows where they constantly show black men constantly being killed on screen. You like that. You like that. So we're going to give you exactly what you Negroes asking for. Not knowing we're more sophisticated than that. But this is how they talk down on us. This is the version of talking down on us. When you don't understand you think all of us is wrapped around this same culture, the negativity of the culture. I see somebody talk about this on TikTok, and they showed a black man, black woman, and a baby. And then at the bottom, they showed Sexy Red holding a stack of money. Nothing against Sexy Red, but he said something that was so profound. The brother said, you know what's wrong with the black community? Is that we rather propagate the Sexy Red over this family dynamic of the black man, black woman, and the child. Because Sexy Red is easier to digest being a bad bitch. Sorry, Roberta. I got to say it like this. Being a baddie, getting the bag, Don't care if you got a disease or not. Just promotes, promoting, um, sexual deviance, all of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that because that's a part of the culture. And if you say anything about that culture, you're a hater. You know what I mean? You're a straight hater if you say anything about the underbelly in the trash part of our community. They would rather promote that than that Trinity family dynamic. The black man, the black woman, and a child. They would rather sell you to Chalo and the baby daddy, or matter of fact, we'll kill him on screen because you're so used to that. You're used to that. So it ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all to continue to propagate that. But they sure don't want you to see them with Storm. Let's not see them with Storm because that's showing a proud family dynamic. Now, of course, in the main continuity, they don't have a child together, but in the Ultimate Avengers cartoon, they had a kid together. But are you not seeing that Nate Moore, based on his actions, I don't know him as a man, is doing the same propagating that all of these record companies, all of these movie studios propagate towards black people? And they had the nerves to do it in the superhero genre. If people tell me that I can't, critique Nate Moore about what he did, understand what I'm saying. Just understand. If you look at the bigger picture, and again, now I'm looking at this is all logic. Now, this is not my feelings. This is logic because it's easier to propagate the underbelly of the black community than propagate what should be almost a lot of black America. A lot of black Americans not sitting around being baby daddies and all of that. A lot of us not. So where's our representation on screen? Where's our family dynamic, the black man, the black woman, and the child, or the black man and the black woman working in cohesive and not some reality TV bullcrap? Where is that? Why can't Black Panther, who was that in the comics, that was written by white men, that was written by a white man first, can show you that, but you got black talent behind the scenes writing it that cannot show you that? That should be a problem. That should automatically send you into a logical thought process of how they want to program you to think that that is okay. Why do you think the majority of people are anti-recasters? Why do you think that the majority of people who was coming out and say, ain't nothing wrong with watching the funeral on screen? We miss Chadwick. He could be only one. What is propagated when it comes to Hollywood and black leading men? It can only be one. When we're talking about the highest grossing comedians of all time, what is the most times they're propagated? There can only be one. We can't have one or the other. No, we can't have multiple. We can only have one. Do you know that's programmed into our psyche? Well, we can't knock Kevin Hart because he can only be one. We can't put somebody else back up there because Kevin Hart is number one. If somebody go and knock out Kevin Hart, then what were we doing? Oh, we can only have Denzel, and then when Denzel falls off, we gonna rise up Wesley Snipes. And then when Wesley Snipes falls off, we gonna rise up Will Smith. And then this guy, Jonathan Majors, comes out of the blue, phenomenal actor. Matter of fact, he has a Yale master's degree in the performing arts. He can give a interesting performance, but we gonna set him up for the downfall too, so we can rise somebody else up that's more palatable with that we can. We gonna get Aaron Pierre. He's mixed. We forgot Aaron Pierre's people was black. I'm telling y'all, they literally put it directly in your face, and you can't see it. They literally put it right in your face. And Hollywood's been doing this for years. Let me get to the article and then I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah. Let's go to this deadline interview and let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Tracy Woods, thank you so very much for the $10 super chat. Facts on facts. Thank you so very much for that $10 super chat. You know what? I ain't gonna do y'all like that because I'm on a roll. Let's go with this old school.
People call me the fundraiser. They call me that because that's what I do. I raise funds.
Appreciate it so very much for that $10 super chat. He said game banging. Oh, I wanted to pull that one out. This is game banging. I was gonna do it, but I was like, nah, let me go somewhere old school. All right, let's get to this deadline interview and I can wrap this up. Like I said, I have no problem with Nate Moore as a human being because we all make mistakes. But I cannot dismiss his actions. I cannot. All right. Deadline. Marvel exec Nate Moore leave his studio as he transitions to producing. Exclusive. Longtime executive Nate Moore will depart Marvel Studios and transition to producing outside of Marvel in early 2025. Nate is a fantastic executive and a colleague, as well as a wonderful friend to all of us here at Marvel. Marvel Studios Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito said. He has been a core member of our team since 2010, and his influence will continue to reverberate in our storytelling. Although we'll miss him a great deal, we look forward to watching what he does next. While also having the good fortune of working with him in a new way in our next Black Panther movie. To me, him and Ryan Coogler needs to be far away for Black Panther 3 as humanly possible. If you can't recast T'Challa, you need to be far away as possible. Personal opinion. Moore will stay on at Marvel Studios through mid-March and the release of Captain America Brave New World, which he is currently producing. The film bowls on February 14th. Sources add they will also produce Black Panther 3 for Marvel Studios. Nearly everything I know about producing, I learned from my time at Marvel Studios, Moore said. I feel lucky to have worked with a group of people who has loved filmmaking and storytelling as much as my Marvel colleagues and the cast and crew of our films. But I could be more excited to apply my experience and passion for films towards theatrical movies in all genres, including returning to the world of Wakanda for Black Panther 3. No. Moore has been an executive in development and production of Marvel Studios since 2010. He's best known for shepherding and producing 2018's Black Panther, which grossed more than $1.3 billion worldwide and picked up 7 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, and went on to win 3 Academy Awards. Moore also served as producer of Marvel Studios 2021's Eternals and 2023 Black Panther Wakanda Forever. He was also the executive producer for Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. Prior to that, he worked on Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War. He also helped the development of the script of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the Marvel's Writers Program. Before Marvel, Nate was one of the founding employees at Participant Media. So that is Nate Moore. And again, Nate Moore has done some good. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like he has not. He has done very well in the outlook for certain films. But I cannot ignore what he did with Black Panther. I just can't, because how important Black Panther is. Like I said, with little black boys have their superhero taken away from them, but Joker hasn't been taken away for young little white kids who like the Joker. When other characters, Thunderbolt Ross, get taken away. So why take away ours? And then you give up all these excuses, not saying that, that Chadwick Boseman was not deserving of the accolades from his colleagues. That's not what I'm saying, because I have to make that clear. I'm not saying that. What I'm also saying is I've been in sales long enough where I know where it's some bull jive. I just been in sales long enough. I know when somebody's selling me something. And when it comes to propaganda, this is what they sell you. They will sell you your destruction before they sell you your freedom. Let me say that again. For the people in the back, they will sell you your destruction right? They will sell you your destruction before they will sell you your freedom.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
And that's what I think about that. All right. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Again, thank you so very much, Tracy Wood, for the $10 super chat. Thank you for all the people that was here, that was in this live. Don't forget to like the video. Like the video. Like the video. You know what I mean? And tell me what you guys think. If you're watching this on a replay, put it in the comment section below and tell me what you guys think about that. But again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Where's my outro at? Good God, I gotta go. Forehead is calling. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.